What's going on, YouTube? It's Deeguidedbylight, and I wanted to do a quick reading on what the next 4 years would look like with this new administration. I don't usually do readings like this, but for some reason, I feel like we kind of need to see where we stand, the state of our affairs. So welcome back to my channel. Go ahead and subscribe. Like this reading, show your love and support by thumbsing up the video. Okay, all right, y'all, let's see what's going on for the next 4 years. I kind of want to just because I'm curious for myself, because I'm not gonna lie, the last time was very different. So you know, let's see what's gonna happen in these next 4 years. All right, so we're gonna do year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4. That's how we're gonna do the reading this time. All right, let's get a message from the Divine Mother for each year. Holy Spirit, let's see what's going on for each year. And you guys let me know in the comment section how you're feeling, because I have no words. I really don't. Like, nothing good, nothing bad. I just don't have any words. I don't know what's to come. And everything kind of seems all over the place right now. Everyone seems to be in a weird, it's a weird space to be in. And being empathic, you can feel like the shift that's happening. And it feels tense. It feels like it's very tense. And people are low-key like concerned about what that means for a lot of us. So I just wanted to kind of get a feel of what could possibly happen. What could possibly happen for us all in the next 4 years. So we're just going to pull a little bit and then we'll get some tarot. I just wanted to get some oracle messages out. Man, year 1 just keeps talking about like a lot of changes here. And year 4 is speaking of like people feeling free again. So, okay, let's break this down a little bit and we'll get some tarot in it. All right, guys. So for year 1, it looks like things are going to be changing. It's going to force people to really focus on their goals and focus on creating something for themselves, focus on becoming more of an entrepreneur. I feel like the first year is going to show us that we're going to have to take matters into our own hands when it comes to the things we want to accomplish. I see like a lot of people kind of forging their own path and finding more creative ways to make their money, and moving away from like the 9-to-5 mindset. It says, focus on the positive changes occurring due to your efforts, then expand your horizons and permit yourself to try something new. So many positive shifts are in store for you. The world around you is changing in favor of your intentions. So for those of you that have been like working at a job and you've been trying your best to like make it work, and you know, you've been there a long time, so you didn't want to let it go. I see you like trying something new, or using your skill set that you've gained at a specific you know, like job or something like that, and you're kind of taking this with you. I also see like people learning new skills and trying to find multiple avenues to create sources of income. That way they're not dependent solely on like one financial institution to take care of them. Okay, we do have fast changes here. You could be, you know what's so crazy? I hope you understand, I do not study these cards. I don't learn them verbatim. I don't. I get the messages and then I look at the cards and I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Like, I don't read these cards until I read them to you. Sometimes I can remember portions of the cards, but honestly, I don't study them. Like, it's not the type of reader I've ever wanted to be. I just wanted to deliver messages how I receive them and just allow the divine to kind of flow through me however I can. So understand that when I read these cards to you guys, I shock like, I'm shocked at how the Most High moves through me, because it's like I speak on things and the cards just confirm what I'm saying. And I love that. But just know, like, just as you're receiving these messages, I'm kind of getting them too. So I never really know where these where things are going to go. I just try to give you the best that I can with what I'm receiving. You understand? Like, I hope that makes sense. But look at this. On this card, it says you'll be leaving a job suddenly or getting one very quickly, or your work may change dramatically in a short time. Go with the flow. And you see what I'm saying though? It's like somebody either gets this F it moment, or someone just goes, you know what? I could be doing this for myself. Like, why am I working through you when I can do this for me? I have the skill set to run this business. I have the skill set to be my own boss. Why am I still working here? Like, for some of you, that's the case. And it says you can have what you need and desire, but you must be prepared to enter into a sacred fire to make the appropriate offering. So the sacred fire speaks of, like, you may be challenged. It's not going to always be easy. Not only that, but there may be competition as well, right? That sacred fire speaks of you having to put yourself in a position to have to go toe to toe with some people, go toe to toe when it comes to just like business. Like, you may be competitive. And you're competing against multiple businesses that are in your area that have the same idea, but it's something about you that will make this take off. You know what I mean? It's something about your skill set, how you operate. It's like people are starting to really get busy, and they're getting consistent, and they're getting motivated to like really make change happen in major waves. And I feel like this is happening because you're realizing that the way, like, if I keep depending on like the world to change for me, it's not. I have to be the change in my own life if I really want things to manifest how I need it to. Not even how you want it to, but just how you need it to, okay? It says shift from focusing on what isn't working to handing over all concerns as a prayer offering to the divine. All can be resolved and shall manifest according to loving and generous grace. So I feel like for some of you guys, you're just saying, you know what, I'm betting on me right now, and I can't worry or be concerned about what could possibly happen. I'm just going to focus on what I can control, and I'm going to do the best I can, and I'm going to make something happen, because this ain't it. And I feel like when it comes to your finances, I see a shift happening. I see people are like making more money for themselves, or you're just deciding like, I need to have something of my own, something I can call mine. Tell me more about the first year. Talk to me about this first year of the administration. How is it going to be for the people? 5 of Pentacles. You could just be feeling like nobody hears you. You could feel like people in position of power don't really care what you need. They're solely focused on their end game. And this leaves you feeling like you can never make enough. You feel like you're never feeling heard. You just feel isolated and iced out. I also feel like there's going to be like a time where people are going to feel like their voices aren't heard. And I feel like financially it's going to leave things desolate. I feel like money is going to dry up and promises are going to be unkept. Tell me more with the 5 of Pentacles here. Because someone's feeling like, yeah, look, and the 10 of Pentacles. So this is like, while I'm struggling, someone else is rich and financially stable. And I feel people are in panic mode. They're feeling like if I stay where I am, I'm never going to get where I want to be. So people are making drastic changes to make sure that their future is secured. This is a lot of future planning. People are very concerned about what that future looks like. And when you're in a position where your back is against the wall, that's when you make the most moves. That's when you really start putting pedal to the metal. You know what I'm saying? And it makes things shake in your life because you're changing. It's like you're moving away from what you worry about and what you fear, and you start focusing on what you know you can accomplish and having faith that the Most High is going to see you through. Because right now you feel like you're up against the devil. You feel like you're dealing with someone that solely wants what they want. This is like, I can't believe that I'm dealing with an administration that solely cares about being greedy and taking care of the rich and like leaving the poor out. And that's exactly what this is. The shadow side is manipulation. I also feel like someone's going to feel like they're being so manipulated, they're losing their mind. We could be dealing with a person here who is suffering from some sort of either mental issues, or their mind is slowly deteriorating. So there's going to be a major shift that happens. Yeah, maybe this person is in power now, but they're not going to be working for themselves. Someone is going to be manipulating the strings, or it's just this person is going to slowly start to decline. All because the sole focus is greed. Look at that. Didn't I say manipulated? I also feel like it's forcing people to weigh their options and take a stand. There's going to be a lot of people like making waves and speaking up here. Like someone is calling for someone's like rights to be advocated for, or for someone to get the things that they are deserving of. I see a lot of protests. I see a lot of fighting for one's rights, fighting for what someone deserves, fighting to make sure that we don't fall into dictatorship. But you have too many people that are about to band together to fight for something here. Look, the Knight of Swords. Yeah. Someone is calling for growth. I also see that someone is going to be I see there's going to be some things that are going to be overturned. Like if there were things in position that like left-wing people wanted, right-wing people are going to decide to change everything back to what makes more sense to them. Like there's going to be a lot of changes and people are not going to be happy about it. They're going to be stonewalled here. And I feel like there's a lot of people that are going to be like, it's going to feel like a smack in the face. I also feel like whatever this past administration put in place that created more financial burdens, I feel like there's a part of this that may get cleared up, but it's also going to hurt us in the long run because it's going to create a lot of I heard seclusion. So maybe it's going to create a lot of division. It's like set up to there's something here within this first year that's going to like set people up to be divided, to have boundaries, to not be trusting. And Spirit is calling for growth. That's the crazy part though. Spirit is wanting things to expand, things to become more about how we work together as a whole. Which is why I keep getting protester energy. Like somebody is going to speak up and it's going to create waves in the right way. And it's going to take the right person here. This Empress energy here with the High Priestess is like queen vibes. You know what I mean? Like of the highest honor. And this person is going to be fighting. There's going to be someone that's going to stand out and fight for change. This is going to be someone that cares about their people. This is someone that's going to stand up for what they need. Like what the people need. But you got people that are prepared for battle. So that, just be mindful, y'all. It's like it's going to get ugly before it gets better. Let's see. I also feel like if you are somebody that, oh, you know what I'm hearing too? There's going to be a great shift that happens. Those who feel like they're going to benefit from this, they're actually going to start to lose. And God is making it so. because these people were moving from a place of greed. They weren't thinking about how this benefits the people as a mass. They were thinking about their own selfish gain and pockets. And there's a spirit guide, or this is like the Most High that's coming in, that's about to force change to happen. And Spirit is telling those who know, those who are tuned in and connected to Source, God is telling them, don't feel weary, my child, for I am here to create change. I will help this world to grow. But in order to do so, I have to let the devil work. And the devil is going to be greedy, and he's going to take, and it's going to be a period of time where there may be a lot of fights, a lot of disagreements, a lot of just boundaries being pushed, a lot of, now I'm hearing segregation. What is going on? It's like it is meant to divide us all. And I feel like in those moments is where God is going to question people and tell people, look around you. Pay attention to everything that's going on. It's a lot to handle, a lot to manage. But know that it is your time and your calling to stand up and speak out. And this may happen with the youth. With this Page of Wands here, people are going to get inspired. They're going to feel the need to speak up, to take action. And not only that, but it's going to take, it's like the youth are going to fight back. And I feel like this is God's way of saying, do not worry. Those who move from a place of greed will become your footstools. Look, I split the deck. Higher power, clean it up, and TikTok with chaos and conflict. I'm telling you, Spirit is saying this is not like, understand that all of these things need to happen for a reason. We got 3333 here, which speaks of working together, collaborative efforts. It speaks of people coming together and banding together to work as a team. If Source is always talking about reminding us all that we are all one, and we're choosing to act as if one is better than the other, eventually, like them butt whoopings are gonna come and be handed out. You know what I'm saying? Like the punishments will be handed out. People will be sat in the corner. And I feel like that's exactly that, like what's coming. And when I tell you about major inspiration and healing that will take place here, Spirit is going to give the right information to the right people to provide a sense of camaraderie, to provide a sense of like understanding. And not only that, but it's also going to provide like a sense of unity. It's going to make us feel like, okay, it really is it's like it's our time to stand up. Look, because we have time to go, and then happy with mending. Like we will bring things back together eventually. Right now, it's time to clean some things up. And I do believe that the chaos that's coming, this is spiritually led. Yeah, look, the mask is coming off, and those who were once on top will now be hurt. They're going to feel what it's like to lose everything. These are people who are greedy. Spirit is saying, baby, sit back, breathe, and watch. Because it will all come back tenfold. All that you are struggling to gain, all that you are struggling to maintain, it will all come back tenfold. So year one is going to be a major year, because things are not going to go exactly as people are thinking it is. I feel like someone's going to get a crisis of conscience, and things are going to shift. Year one. And this has to do with someone in the position of power that's going to lead this down the right path. Like whether this is, I really do feel like this is a confidant, or this is someone that really pulls the strings, that are going to tell somebody and manipulate people to do the right thing. It's going to take one person that's going to force the president to do what he needs to do, or things are going to shift. It's reminded me, and guys, by no means do I like live by the Bible or judge anyone that lives by the Bible, but these are stories, right? And these stories, they do repeat itself, just like anything in history. They repeat itself. Fashion, music, everything comes back around. It's like the constant infinity of what goes around comes back around. And what I'm getting is this story of how, again, I don't know scripture like that, but I don't know why it's being brought to me this way, so don't laugh at me. But there's a story where they talk about how this king was going through so much, and he was like, the whole town was infested with bugs, and all the food was rotten and everything like that. And it was all because the king had took what is her name? Lord Jesus, help me here. But it's like he was trying to take someone's wife, and all because he was trying not to get killed, and the king didn't know that the wife was taken. But it's like plagues and everything was sent on this kingdom because God made a promise to one person, and this one person, they were about to take away the one thing that this person loved dearly, and God made a promise to that person. So he like plagued the whole town, just to show, like, do the right thing or look at all the destruction that can be caused, right? Now, I know this may not seem exactly the same, but take that same concept, right? Don't be so closed-minded, for real. Like, let's think big picture here, right? Take that same concept and apply it here. You have people who are greedy and they want what they want. And God is going to show these people what happens when you choose yourself and selfishness and greed over what will benefit everyone. This is about to flip year one. And if you feel like, oh, well, D said that it was going to flip and I didn't see no, the changes begin here. Remember, by year 4, we have freedom, but the changes begin here. So God creates the change, gets everybody inspired, gets things riled up, and then year 2, we have strategy. Now we got to figure out what we're going to do. We know why we're doing it year 1. Now, how are we going to do it year 2? So let's check that out. Year 2 says innovation, focus, progress, movement forward. Okay. So now we've acquired the skills. We know why we want to move. We know what we're fighting for. We know the things that are needed. We know what our economy needs. We know what we need in our daily life. We've learned that year 1. Year 2 talks about the big break. 15-15. This talks about bringing things back into balance. We talk about, it talks about being fair. It talks about what goes around comes back around energy, right? That 6 of Pentacles kind of vibe. Like, you get what you give. That's the energy that we're going to be in come the 2nd year. It says an opportunity, help, extra cash, or other support is coming your way. So keep going and have fun performing your task. The most tremendous success comes from passion. All efforts will be rewarded big time. Year 2 is when everybody starts to get focused. Everybody's like, okay, we can't just allow things to happen this way. So even though I'm just little old me, let me make changes in my life, because that energy transfers. What I do in my life gets the next person motivated to make changes in their life, and then, and then on and so forth. So it says you need a step-by-step plan of attack to reach the next level. Get the advice of someone who is already where you want to go. Remember what I said, it has something to do with a confidant. Okay? That's going to help create this change. She arrests the flow of negativity, particularly that of our own making. She transforms our karma from that which hinders our joy to what can create true happiness. As you seek refuge, you are protected from gossip, slander, and any form of negativity from others. A positive turning of the tide of good fortune is predicted. I feel like what God is trying to do is make what we think is going to be the worst situation, and it's going to turn it out in our favor. And I feel like this is going to happen because of the people he's going to use in the midst of all the chaos. Okay, let's see. Year 2, Holy Spirit, tell me what it is that we need to know. Because you have people that are trying to pit like this whole colorism thing. The black against white, minority against majority, the like Latino against, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's trying to pit one against the other, and Spirit is going to use this and make people realize that it has nothing to do with who is better and who is not. And people will be humbled. People will be humbled, because it even says it here. She transforms our karma from that which hinders our joy to what can create true happiness. You are going to be protected in the midst of the chaos. And I love to see that, because I feel like sometimes we seem to forget that things have to get messy for things to then get cleaned up. And that's exactly what it showed here in this deck. It said, clean it up. Like the divine is saying, just give it time and trust in me. Trust that I know what's best and I know what is needed. But it's not always going to be pretty. God is just asking for us to be diligent and to be faithful in everything that he has planned for what we're doing next. The Most High, universe, whatever it is that you believe, y'all. Just understand that that's kind of the mindset behind this right now. So just be studious. Okay, be open to learning and growing. Move from that of a childlike mindset. Act as if you know nothing and continue to seek more knowledge and more truth within these next couple of years, because it's going to benefit us in the long run. And I feel like for a lot of us, I've talked about this a lot on my channel. We're moving more towards like that barter system than anything, because we're going to start to heavily rely on each other, and we're going to need to. We're going to need to during this moment of chaos, because it's the only way that things are going to be flipped over. Okay, so we have the Empress here, the Five of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords. Again, the Death card at the bottom of the deck with the 10 of Pentacles and the Fool. You see what I'm saying? You're going to have people in positions of power who were so focused on their finances that they're going to have to start over. There's going to be transformation. And didn't I say that? It's like those who start off here are going to end up starting at the bottom and figuring out what it's like to have to start over. Like that's what the way the divine is trying to set things up. And I feel like we're being called to be patient. Rest. Continue to learn. Page of Pentacles. Be studious. Thank you for the confirmation. And understand that right now, it's all about how we work together. The decisions that we're making and how we're moving. Right now, things may feel like it's moving slow. You may feel like, how come in this lifetime I can't have the things that I want? You signed up to be a part of the battle. You signed up for this. You can't abandon the plan just because it doesn't go exactly how you thought it would. And I feel like this is a message from the Most High to remind us that we all signed up to be here. We all signed up to fight. We all signed up to be to be a part of this movement, to make change in our world for our soul's journey. We get so heavily focused on the material that we forget why we are here. And I feel like God has sat me down to do this message to show people and to remind people, baby, this is all part of a bigger plan. You are just a piece in this puzzle. You are just a piece on this board. And God will use you how he sees fit. Be prepared for your task. Listen. The way God is showing me is that when it's your time to move, he's going to give you that purpose and he's going to show you exactly what to do. And it's not going to feel so easy because it's not meant to. Not all of us are meant to have it so easy. But the rewards that come from such hard work, it's like you don't know how this is going to help you or those who come after you. Just know the impact that you're making is going to change the life of people no matter what you think. You may not think you're doing anything, but Spirit is saying this fight is not for nothing. Like, you may feel like you're losing everything, but in reality, you're not. In Knight of Cups, it is an offering that you're doing for the Most High. The Page of Wands and the Queen of Swords. This is someone that is ready. Like, this person has been there, done that. So for some of you, I could be talking to people who have been here lifetimes, who were sent here at this specific time because God needed people like you to fight these type of battles. And you're thinking, oh, I can't do anything. Like, I just work. I work over here at this store and I go to work and I go home and I don't do nothing else and I don't bother nobody and I keep to myself. And that's fine and dandy. That's fine and dandy. But what Spirit is saying, that once you are called, you're going to know what to do. The Queen of Swords is very strategic. This is somebody that has a plan, and this person will be ruthless when she needs to be ruthless, and she will be loving when she needs to be loving. Understand that there's no gender in tarot, so this could be a man or this could be a woman. But what Spirit is saying is somebody is being inspired to make change. And for some of you, it could even be like you're looking at your children and you're saying, Holy Lord, look what our world is coming to. How can I create change for my family? It could be that simple. It could be, I have to create some sort of generational wealth for my children so that my children never have to live in this society where they're not going to have people to take care of them when they're older. They won't have the finances to take care of them when they're older. I need to make sure I can set that up for them. You know what I mean? Like somebody is worried about not having. And this is what's forcing them to fight harder. Yeah, and look, this is part of the plan, a destined plan. When I tell you 6 of Cups is past life energy, this is part of your purpose. This is part of the plan. The Most High is like legit telling somebody with this dolphin here what to do. Someone has a crazy connection to source, and whoever you are, understand, like those who come to my channel, y'all know, like I don't just say these things just for the sake of saying them. No, like the cards confirm what I'm saying, and the divine is showing that I'm talking to chosen energy here. Look at the light around her head. I'm talking to chosen energy here. I'm talking to those who feel like they're left out, feel like no one cares, feels like they're on their own. No, Spirit is saying, baby, the fight is just beginning. Understand that you were put here for a reason, and you may not know it yet, but you're about to find out. I feel like what the Most High is showing us is that in this next year, what people are starting to realize is what they're actually here to do. The changes that they're actually here to make. You got people who worked all these years. They thought that they were just making music. They thought that they were just acting. They thought that they were just running a show, running a business. They were just writing songs. They were just managing a store, not realizing that they were putting little bits of information into people every day, inspiration into people every day. They were putting that fight into people every day to show them and like set them up for these moments. You got people that thought that they were just, they were put on a pedestal because people love their music and that's all it was about, not realizing that they're going to be called to do something with the platform that they created. They're going to be called to do something with the funds that they have and how they're going to be investing it. You do not know the purpose on your life until God shows you. And you may think it's one thing and then you come to find out it's something else. And I feel like year 2, someone's going to figure this out. Someone's going to figure out why they were called and what they need to do. And where one person is trying to take from someone, you're going to have people right there behind fighting like, no, absolutely not. And normally, had it been any Tom, Dick, and Harry, this person would have just let everything be taken away. But there's a chosen one here that is fighting. And because of that, it's creating noise. And now this person will be offering, changing rules, creating waves, creating new timelines, creating new ways of moving through life, where it's like we're moving away from the old and into the new. Tell me more, Spirit. Tell me more about this path. Tell me more about this path. I feel like we've been confused and conditioned to be confused for such a long time, that now Spirit is about to bring clarity and show people how many, like, the choices, the avenues that they can go on is pretty much up to them. It's like taking a step back to take steps forward. Yep. Didn't I say Six of Pentacles energy? It's about what you gave out is what you're getting back. And Spirit is about to start paying those back. You got someone that's trying to take away from children or take away from the youth in some way. And this is all about to be restored. Like what someone tried to do to stop things from progressing forward or from moving in a new way or a new light or just embracing new culture. This is about to shift. And this has to do with the way people work together. It's like gaining their own independence outside of institutions. Which is why I keep feeling like the barter system here. Like people working together. This is someone that's strategizing and saying, okay, you have this job, you provide this service, you have this skill. Cool. I can provide this, this, and this if you do this, this, and that. And it's like it works. A part of us is revisiting the past and figuring out what worked and what didn't work. And it's like everyone is starting to fight for what makes the most sense because they're moving from a place of clarity. They are strategizing now. And they're realizing how if we don't do something and create a movement where people see that it's like what you deem to be, what's the word? It's like you can think that this is like this person doesn't have the ability or the skill to do something. Well, someone else feels like this person is a chosen one. You just can't see their light. You can't see the anointing on their life, but someone else will. And that is what's like helping society to grow and to move in a better place. Someone here is about to like break through the uncertainty and all the lies that we've been told, all the programming, all the brainwashing, all of that. Someone is like, and these are just several people that are coming together, having conversations, mapping out ideas and figuring out what makes the best sense and what is going to help the people. And I feel like things are about to shift because they don't really have a choice. People are going to be like, learn what true independence feels like, which is why we keep talking. It's like everything is moving towards freedom here, because now year 3, we're talking about influence and how people are influencing change. This is crazy. This becomes a, what can I offer you? How can I be of service? And what can you provide to make things grow and prosper? We have message in the bottle. This speaks of the past. This speaks of revisiting the past to figure out how to be better in the future. We can't have one without the other, guys. I hope you understand that. For those of you who feels like, well, if we just throw this away, everything will be perfect. That's bullshit thinking. And I need you guys to think bigger than that, because we must revisit our past to learn from our past mistakes to be better in our future. That is the only way that we can move forward and be better, is by paying attention to what worked and what didn't work and making small changes to make things better. We're all here to grow and learn. We're gonna fuck up, we're gonna make mistakes, and it's all about how can we be better. So get out of the mindset of, well, if we just get rid of this person or change this thing or don't give that thing, it's never that simple. It's never that black and white. So we are revisiting the past and we're being called to do so. No place like home, so that we can finally figure out what makes the most sense, because right now we're sitting in this darkness energy here. There's like doom and gloom just like kind of just sitting over us right now. And I feel like everyone is feeling like defeated. But Spirit is saying we're about to elevate you up out of this very soon. It's just going to feel crazy right now. You're going to feel a little unhinged. You're going to feel a little out of place. But Spirit is saying that soon, like just take it easy and know that the Most High hears everything that you're saying. 666 keeps showing up, guys. Like things will eventually balance itself out. but there's never, what's the song? It's always darkest before the dawn. Like legit, look at that. It's always darkest before the dawn. Look where the light is. Sometimes you got to elevate out of your mess. And for a lot of us, it's our own way of thinking. It's us telling ourselves that we can't do anything. We can't create change. We can't make anything better. Like we're just workhorses, and we're just here to do our job and go home. And Spirit keeps showing us that is not going to work anymore. Look, come to the edge, the fates and divine. Look at that, higher power with transformation. I kid you not. Look at this. Like you are so close, and this is divinely guided here for change. For change. And it's going to come from a lot of uncomfortable energy. It's going to get hot for a while. We're going to have to sit in that heat for a little bit. But eventually the calm will come. The storm will pass. Justice will prevail. The sun energy and the Ace of Pentacles. There will be a new beginning. Look at that rainbow. Because God already promised us so. The Most High already promised that. And if you don't believe in anything like that, then understand that universal law speaks of the ebbs and flows. Eventually, we will have to get out of that chaotic energy and receive peace. So no matter how you look at it, it is bound to come. It is promised. With that rainbow energy here, it's already promised. And we already have divine energy working on our behalf. All right, let's talk year 3 of this presidency. Hold on, y'all, because your girl needs her matcha. All right. You know what's so crazy? I didn't even see this card. 3333. So it's like year 1, changes are happening. People are waking up. They're feeling inspired. Year 2, all right, guys, let's get together. Let's plan. Let's figure out what we're going to do. It's time to get the ball rolling. We need to start creating waves so that we can get what we are owed. We've been down too long. It's time for us to get back up again. Because now I'm hearing, we fall down, but we get up. Okay, so it's like, it says for the Savior's just a sinner who fell down. So it's like, we all do dumb shit, and we all fuck up at some point in our lives, and we all get over on people, and we all get taken advantage of. Like, we all have been in these positions, and now it's time for us to just get up, do better, and fight for what we need. And year 3, that's exactly what's happening. We are working together. We're fighting for us, and we're realizing, you know what? The only reason why our world keeps falling apart the way that it is it's all our fault. It's all what we have allowed. And God made it this way to show us that we have more of a say than what we think. Not only that, but to keep reminding us that our path is already set for us, and it's set for us to find a way to come together. So yeah, you know, the devil's gonna run free for some time, but eventually all that karma must be paid back. And what we allow these negative energies to take over, to kind of get into our minds and confuse us and make us believe that we are less than, that we are not owed or deserving of more in our lives, or that our ancestors didn't fight for our rights to freedom and joy and happiness and abundance. Like, it's partially on us for just accepting what is and not making any changes or making any waves to get the things that we need. So right now, it's all about us coming together, using our social skills to band together, to fight together, and to understand that it really takes us to make the world go round. It really does. And it takes us working together in harmony. Okay. On here it says, the problems you have today will eventually disappear. Remember, year 4 speaks of freedom. I keep going back, guys, because I want you guys to see how this all plays out. And remember, I don't know how these cards are coming out, but it's all confirming everything that I keep feeling, okay? It says, your guardian angels encourage you to maintain a positive outlook on life since your luck may be about to change. It is time to put to use your captivating energy and inspirational personality. Do not let your ego get the best of you. So this becomes more about how we work together and less about who has what and who doesn't and who's better and who's not and what car you have and what house you live in. And it becomes more about, okay, our world is crumbling as we know it. And if we don't figure out how the hell we're going to make this work, like, it's all for nothing. There's this show on, I believe it's Netflix or Amazon Prime. Lord Jesus, forgive me. But it's called From. And in the show, these people get stranded on this, and I'm not giving like a full thing, but this is kind of what I'm feeling. These people get stranded, like they end up going into this one place. Like everybody keeps being led to this specific place and they can't get out. Okay. And they're fighting for a way to get out. You guys got to watch the show. It gets really spooky-ish. It kind of gets a little all over the place. Because these people can't leave this town, yet they have like weird mystical things that are happening while they're in this place. And everybody's just like waiting to figure out what happens next. Like how do these people get out of here? How do they stay alive? Like how are they going to feed themselves? How are they going to like make this a home until they can find another way? And everybody starts assuming certain roles. Everybody uses their skill set. And you have one person that's like, okay, they're the sheriff. This is the person that protects us all. This is the person that inspires us, that keeps us sane, that keeps reminding us that we will get home eventually, that everything will be okay at some point. You have the like the house manager, and this woman is making sure that everything is managed, right? The home is managed, the food is managed, making sure they have everything that they need, making sure that they have enough food to get them by. Like everyone is assuming certain roles. You got one person that manages the kitchen, and this person cooks and provides the meals for the day. And this, like at the diner, you got people that herd the animals and farm, and it's like everyone just gets into, okay, this is what I'm good at. Where do you need me? And they work together. And I feel like it's funny that that's the show that came to mind, because I don't ever talk about that show. But that's what this feels like. People are going to work together. And as a society, they're going to have to use their platforms with influence here. They're going to have to use their platforms. And that's funny that social skills and influence came out together. Because on here it says, I know I'm kind of jumping around, but this is throwing me for a loop, y'all. It says, use your influence for change. You may do public speaking, social videos, or interviews. Your voice and opinions are important. You see what I mean? It's like you never know why you're in these positions, or why you blow up and go viral, or why you decide that you want to be on a platform, and you know, all this stuff. You'd never know why you create the following, or why you become as big as you are, and not realizing, or as small as you are, but you're reaching certain people that can make these changes. You never know why God calls you to speak. And I feel like right now people are being called to speak their truth and speak about things that matter, and use their platforms to like create change. And I feel like this is what's happening. People are going to be coming together to create some sort of liberation in our society. It says, a predestined series of events is due to occur according to divine timing. Bro. Oh my God. Did y'all hear what I just said? We talked about the path. We talked about the changes, how all of this was already orchestrated for us, how we signed up for this, okay? We signed up for these changes. The time is ticking. Like God is putting things in motion. Remember what I've been saying. Look at this card, y'all. A predestined series of events is due to occur according to divine timing. This has been orchestrated at a higher level to integrate the paths of people whom you have soul contracts with in this lifetime. Trust in the doors that close just as much as the doors that open for you as a result. Yo, if that ain't confirmation, I don't know what is. You have to understand that these things are happening for a reason. And it's because of whatever impact you're supposed to make. Whatever you're supposed to speak on. Whatever you're supposed to be honest about. Whatever you're supposed to fight for. Whatever it is that you're supposed to create for you. For some of you, you could just be speaking up and saying, no, this job is full of crap. And you don't pay enough. And now that job is being forced to do right by people. So when you leave, those that come after you will benefit. You never know, y'all. You never know. You got people in the healthcare industry that are just fighting for healthcare. Fighting to make sure that everybody has what they need. You have doctors here who are scared to do their job efficiently because they're being told that they can't. Or they'll get in trouble. And it's crazy. And these are the people that are speaking up. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Things that have been going on for far too long. With the Queen of Pentacles. And this has to do with the way that people are cared for. This has to do with making sure, because the Queen of Pentacles is the person that takes care of people. This is the wife and the mother energy. This is like, look, I'm tired of things going this way. Not only that, but the Queen of Pentacles does earthly magic. This is someone that knows how to make things happen. And very much a healer energy here. The Four of Pentacles, especially for the downtrodden. Like this is someone that's trying to help people open up. Those who are closed off. Those who don't trust. Those who feel like it doesn't matter what they do. They still feel like they get betrayed. This is something that is being healed here. And the Tower. Yes. And it's happening like very quickly. And this is because it had to happen this way. Bottom of the deck. These are people who refuse to see what's really happening. And this was a choice. They made the choice to keep themselves blinded to what's going on in the world. And now Spirit is calling for healing. With the Queen of Pentacles here. Look, you got Karma and the Hierophant. So this speaks of like what goes around comes back around. This has to change. Spirit is calling for higher learning. Spirit is calling for people to awaken. With this Karma card. And Spirit is wanting everybody to come together to do this. Like the time has come. Don't be surprised if there's like around this time, there's like an eclipse or like a full moon or like a super moon or something like that when this happens. Because it's going to create like a major change in people for like major healing. This could be around like the spring time frame. When this happens. But this is all about the choices. The choices that someone is making. This is so crazy, y'all. Hold on one second. All right, guys. Sorry about that. I had to take a call really quick. But, okay. So, let's see what else is going on here. Because year 3, people are getting their karma. Year 3, people are being told. Like... Did you learn your lessons? Have you not learned over the last 2 years what's been going on here? Have you been sitting idly by? Or are you learning from your past mistakes? I'm giving you the choice to live the life that you want to live. I'm giving you the choice to be the change you want to see. Talk to me about this Queen of Pentacles. Talk to me about this Queen of Pentacles. The Knight of Cups. Talk to me about this Queen of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. You see what I'm saying? This is someone that's trying to help to like heal the things that people have created in them where they are distrusting, they are not helpful, they are closed off, they're not willing to open up to the world. It's like what we're creating as a society is people who isolate themselves from one another, when the divine is trying to create a society of people who band together. So year 3 is going to be focused on coming together and working together instead of isolating ourselves. And I'm not sure if that means this has something to do with like technology, because I don't know why I'm hearing like a grid going down, or like I'm hearing it's like something's going to shift where people are going to have no choice but to talk more to each other, to open up to one another, to come together, to work together. It's something like that here. But it seems like something is going to happen. Talk to me about this Tower. And it's going to force people to like go back to doing things the way we used to. Like, no, you're not going to be able to just text and call people anymore. You're going to have to like go and actually look for them, speak to them, be face to face with them. The Fool, you see, doing things new, and it's going to feel risky because it's something you're not used to, but Spirit is like guiding this person to do so, or these people. Yeah, to like be more confident, be more outspoken, to be out in the world. Remember what I was saying, there's something about this Queen of Pentacles energy where it's like we're mothering each other and, excuse me, like looking out for one another. Queen of Wands is like having the confidence to like go and approach people and for people to come to them. It's like you're attracting this energy. And now you have curious minds here who are wanting to know who you are. Look, that Empress energy to move things along. It's like people are looking for a savior here. People are looking for hope again. And I feel like it's going to call for us to know what it's like, you know what I just heard? Calling all healers. Holy shit. It's like, it's going to be a huge wave of people coming together to purify the world. That's crazy. I'm hearing calling all healers. Talk to me about the Six of Cups. Yo, yes, to fight against this. It's like to fight against the mind control and bring stability again to people who've just been on hold. And they didn't even know this. Look, the Wheel of Fortune, it was destined for this to happen. Because people didn't even know that like their life was put on hold all because they were being controlled mentally. This is about bringing stability to a confused world. And Spirit is calling for this. Calling all healers. I keep hearing it again and again. Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Whatever was wrong is being put right. Talk to me about the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. That Spirit is saying that's the truth, y'all. I'm telling you. Look, there we go again. Didn't I say justice here? Look at that. Coming together to fight together for what is right and what is just. This is karmic justice, y'all. And the Chariot. Why? Because people are growing and healing. This is about moving people out of isolation and forcing them to open up and be more communicative. Be more people, like people. You know what I'm saying? Like forcing people to have to get out of their shells and really fight together. Yo, that's crazy. But that's where we are. It's like you're going to be met with a choice. Either you stand up or you allow things to fall. Thinker energy here and chopped wood. You see what I'm saying? It's like we have to fight for ourselves and clean up the mess that was made. It's one thing to talk about it and another thing to be about it. And Spirit is trying to get some people to understand it's time to be about it. And Spirit is going to guide this. Look at this shit. I can't make this up. Out of the darkness and into the light. So that Spirit can give us a leg up and close out karmic cycles where people can be at peace again. Because remember, year 4 is about freedom. I legit feel like the president was put in this position to clear out karmic debt. And the karmic debt is the fact that we want change. And we want things to be fair and just. And it's like it took for people to have a common interest in what they don't like for them to fight harder when things, like when your back is put against the wall. I hope this is making sense to you guys. All right, let's check out year 4. Year 4, we have 12-12, which is like, I see this 2 ways. I see this as things shifting, coming to an end for better things to come. It's like, let's start over so that we can make better choices. Let's get to the bottom of things so that we know how to move in our next stages. That 12 energy speaks of, we have to get to the root of the issue and then decide how to move from that space. Okay. This is about new experiences. This is about shifts. Okay. It says, oh, happy day. An ample opportunity related to your life's purpose is just around the corner. Take immediate action once it pops up. Of course, a lovely partnership or an epic romance is also in the cards. And I feel like this is just a love that people gain for one another. People start to respect each other more, fight for each other more, and they just gain a love for life and what we truly mean to each other. We have freedom. You need to have more flexibility with your time, schedule, and income. Being self-employed is ideal. Time off will help you get clear. See, I just feel like people are becoming more independent. They're fighting for themselves. And this is happening because people have boundaries set. I'm sorry, guys. I got people calling. I got to block.